Okay, I've got some tips for you today on how to improve your doubles. Now, many of you may be reluctant to do this because you don't feel comfortable volleying. But if your team can be the first team to hit a volley, you have a very good chance, probably about a 66% chance of winning the point. If you're a 2.5 or 3.0 and you're trying to improve and move up to 3.0 or 3.5, this is a tactic that you have to try. Now, as I said, you may be reluctant, but sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone in order to improve. So, if I asked you as a doubles player, what do we call this area from the baseline to the service line? What do we call this area right here? And I'm sure 90% of you are thinking, that's no man's land. That's what it's called. But you have to start thinking of no man's land as every man's land if you want to improve and move up to a higher level. Every man's land, because you have to go through no man's land or every man's land to get to the net and be offensive. Remember, offense puts points on the board. Defense does not. Once in a while, but most of the time it's offense that puts points on the board. So we're going to go through it. So basically, what happens when you're playing doubles and you get a relatively short ball. So you take that short ball, you come up, you hit your approach shot and you move in. Now as you're moving in, you may only get to here. This is no man's land, in between the baseline and service line. So now you're going to get balls at your feet, balls that are going to be hit kind of low, but they're going to land in. So you have to hold your ground. Hold your ground. Once you get up into here, hold your ground. Don't go back. What I see many players do, they're here and they see the ball's going to bounce there, and they don't move forward and take it on the fly. They tend to go this way. They go back so they can let the ball bounce. You don't want to do that. You have to learn to take the ball on the fly, be the first team to volley, and you're putting pressure on your opponents. Why? Because your opponent is up at the net. If you can get up to the net next, on the same level as your partner, you can cover more court. It forces your opponents to hit low percentage shots, like lobs and down the alleys and trying to dip it at your feet. And the other thing is, you're taking away time from your opponents. When you move up to the net and hit the ball on the fly, the ball is coming back to them quicker. They have less time to react, to get ready, to make a nice stroke, or to figure out where they're going to hit the next shot. So you're taking away time. You can cover more court, and you force them to hit low percentage shots. It's been proven on the ATP Tour and even at recreational levels. The team that gets to the net first usually wins 66% of the points. You can't beat those percentages. So let me just demo a little bit, because you're going to have to think about your technique on half volleys and volleys. So you do all this in practice, so when you're in the match, you don't have to think about it, but you basically, let me just say, less is more. You have to do less when you move up. You just use your opponent's pace, You get the racket there, ready for the oncoming ball, and you basically take a very short swing on your volley or your half volley. You know, a half volley is the ball you take as it's coming up off the court. Okay, let's take a look in slow motion. Now you'll notice after I hit this ball cross court, I'm going to push off with my left foot and go towards the net. Okay, this is the approach. Now I'm pushing off here, moving forward. Now as I get close, I'm going to have to do a little split step here. Right there. Now this return is low. So I go short angle cross court. That forces that player on the baseline to move wide and move up at the same time. So now I hit a couple of more volleys here. And notice I'm moving in, I'm still moving forward. And if I get a ball that's high enough, I want to go at my opponent that's closest to me, which is represented by the cone on the service line. So see, I'll hit that ball right in his direction at his feet. Okay, again in slow motion. Pushing off, getting into the net. Going to do a split step right here. Now there I got jammed a little bit and I went for the short angle with the backhand. Now I stay up at the net, I keep moving forward. And again, I get a ball that's high enough. I'm going at the feet of my opponent. Okay, here's regular speed coming in. Again, down the middle, I volleyed that one. There I'm going at the feet. Little short angle. Down the middle. And then I go hard at the feet. Little angle. Down the middle. And to the outside. Down the middle, I get a ball that's high. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Remember, you have to get out of that comfort zone if you want to improve, play at a higher level. So work on this. And, you know, if you're having trouble feeling comfortable taking the ball on the fly, check my website. I've got numerous courses there. One in particular, it's called Consistency Secrets, and it tells you everything you need to know about volleys and the half volley, you know, the shot that you take on the short hop. So check that out. The website is in the description box. But you know, coming forward, I know some of you may be reluctant. You feel much safer and back on the baseline. But like I say, if you want to improve, you know, I mean, if it's a matter of safety, then, you know, just stay back and play with others who stay back. But if you're trying to move up the ladder, what I meant by safety is some people are afraid they're going to get hit in the eye or hit, you know, when they're up at the net. So if it's a matter of safety, stay back. But if you want to improve, get out of that comfort zone. Any questions or comments, leave those below. I'll do my best to get back to you. All the best and happy hitting. happy being aggressive. Yeah, be aggressive, move forward, be the first team to take the ball on the fly, and you're going to win more matches. Guaranteed. Percentage-wise, it works. All the best. Take care.